Hey everyone! Welcome to the ultimate guide for Blue Lock rivals. Today we're diving into the world of flows, and trust me, these little buffs can totally change the outcome of your matches. If you've played the game for a while, you know that each flow gives you some pretty cool temporary boosts, but not all of them are created equal. Some flows can make you an unstoppable force on the field, while others, well, they're more of a meh experience. So in this video, we're breaking down what each flow does and figuring out which ones are the real game changers. Now, the tricky part is that certain flows work way better with specific playstyles, so it's not just about choosing the most powerful one, it's about finding the perfect match for your style. Some flows will help you dominate the attack, while others will boost your defense or give you that extra speed you need to outrun your opponents. Stick around because we'll go through the best and worst flows, so by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones to pick to crush your rivals. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking flows in Blue Lock rivals. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. The flows in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Genius, Puzzle, and Lightning. Alright, let's talk about some of the coolest flow abilities in Blue Lock rivals, shall we? I'm sure you've seen them, but maybe you're not exactly sure what they all do. Well, I'm here to break it down for you in a fun and easy way, starting with one that's definitely worth keeping in your back pocket, Genius. This one's in the D tier, but don't let that fool you. It's all about teamwork. Genius grants everyone on your team 30% of their flow bar. So, not only are you boosting your own game, but you're also helping your squad stay in sync, and that can make all the difference when the match gets intense. Now let's talk about Puzzle. This one's a bit of a sneaky gem sitting in the rare tier. It boosts your speed both with and without the ball, which is perfect for when you're trying to make those game-changing plays. Picture this, you're zooming down the field, dodging defenders left and right, and no one can catch up because of how fast you are. Plus, you can use that added speed to make plays that'll leave your opponents wondering if they were even in the same game as you. And finally, we have Lightning, another rare flow. If you've ever felt like your shots just don't have the oomph they need, Lightning is going to be your best friend. This flow increases your shot strength, so those attempts you make from a distance aren't just on target, but they're also packing some serious power. You know, the kind of shots that not only get past the keeper, but leave a little scorch mark in the back of the net. Whether it's a game winner or a nice way to show off your skills, this flow will make sure your shots are impossible to ignore. These flows might not always seem like the flashiest options, but trust me, when you use them at the right moments, they'll turn the game in your favor. The flows in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Monster, King's Instinct, Gale Burst, and Ice. Alright, let's dive right into the world of Blue Lock rivals and talk about some of the flow effects that can totally change the way you play. You know, it's not just about flashy moves and insane shots, the flows you choose can give you that extra edge on the field. Let's start with a personal favorite, Monster. This epic flow is all about controlling the game with your dribbles. Not only does it decrease the cooldown between your dribbles, but it also removes the speed reduction you experience when holding the ball. So, if you love that fast-paced, no-stop playstyle, Monster is your best friend. Next up, we have King's Instinct, which is another epic flow, and man, this one is all about power. With King's Instinct, your shots are way stronger, and the opponents you dribble past, they stay down for a longer period, which means you've got more time to make your next move without worrying about them bouncing back too quickly. It's perfect for those moments when you need to break through the defense and deliver that perfect shot. Now, let's talk about Gale Burst. This one is all about speed and stamina. Gale Burst increases your stamina regeneration, which means you'll be able to keep up your pace throughout the match. But that's not all. Your shots are also released much faster, which is a game changer when you're looking to catch the goalie off guard. Whether you're on a counterattack or trying to take advantage of a fast-paced play, Gale Burst keeps you ahead of the game. Lastly, there's Ice. This rare flow is great for those who focus on team play and passing. Ice gives you a significant boost in pass strength, and it also increases the shot strength of the player you pass to. And if that wasn't enough, there's even a slight auto-track effect when passing, making it easier to hit those teammates who are constantly moving. It's perfect if you're playing a more strategic game, setting up your team for that next big shot. So whether you're looking to break ankles with Monster, power through defenses with King's Instinct, outpace everyone with Gale Burst, or create perfect passes with Ice, each flow has its own style and strategy. Choose wisely and watch how your gameplay levels up. The flows in this tier are in order from top left to bottom right: Wildcard, Snake, Crow, and Trap. Alright, so let's talk about some of the flow options in Blue Lock Rivals, shall we? Now, if you're aiming to build the perfect team, understanding which flow to go for can make or break your match. Let's dive right into a few picks that could give you the edge over your rivals. First up, we've got the Wildcard Legendary Flow. This one's a bit of a gamble, but when it hits hard. You'll get one of 3 powerful buffs: a boost to your speed, shot strength, or stamina. But here's the catch: there's a low chance that you'll get all 3 buffs at once. If you do though, it's a game changer and you'll definitely feel the difference. So while it's not guaranteed, the potential reward is huge. Next, we have the Snake Mythic Flow. If you're someone who loves to dominate the pitch with quick moves, this one's for you. With Snake, your tackles have a wider hitbox, meaning you're much more likely to steal the ball. Not only that, but you get a lower cooldown between tackles, so you're back in action faster. It doesn't stop there. Your movement speed gets a nice little boost, and even if you get ragdolled, you'll be up and back in the game quicker than ever. Talk about resilience. Then there's Crow, another legendary flow. If you're all about that raw power in your shots, this one gives you an increased shot strength, but that's not all. Your tackle speed is faster as well, meaning you'll be making plays and putting pressure on your opponents non-stop. It's the perfect flow for those who want to combine offensive power with defensive efficiency. Lastly, we have Trap, another legendary flow that gives you a little surprise boost when you need it most. Right after receiving the ball, you get a speed boost and an increase in shot power. This is especially useful for fast counterattacks. To sweeten the deal, Trap reduces the cooldown of Nagi's special moves by 50%, so you can spam those deadly moves more often. If you're looking for a flow that supports both speed and strength, Trap might be your best bet. And there you have it. These are just a few of the flows you can use to tweak your playstyle in Blue Lock Rivals. Whether you're looking for speed, power, or even a bit of chaos, these flows have got you covered. The flows in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Soul Harvester, Dribbler, Chameleon, Buddha's Blessing, and Demon Wings. Alright, let's talk about the crazy world of Blue Lock Rivals, and those insane flow abilities that can seriously take your game to the next level. If you're not familiar with these, you're missing out big time. These abilities aren't just your regular boosts. They're like secret powers that transform your gameplay in ways you won't believe. Let me break it down for you, starting with some of the absolute top-tier options. First up, we have the Soul Harvester ability. It's at the world-class level, and let me tell you, this one is a game changer. Not only does it give you a 10% reduction in cooldowns for all of your abilities, but it also increases your overall movement speed. Oh, and did I mention that you can head and dribble the ball one more time than usual? That's right, extra control and speed when you're working your magic with the ball. It's perfect for those who want to dominate the field with rapid, unpredictable movements. Then there's the Dribbler ability, which is simply mythic. Now, this one is for the ballers who really want to flex their skills. It boosts the power of your shots, making them stronger than ever. Plus, it increases your on-ball speed, allowing you to leave defenders in the dust. But here's the kicker: your dribbles are extended, which means you've got even more time to get creative and fool your opponents. If you're all about those slick moves and devastating shots, this ability is a must-have. Now, if you're looking for something with a little more versatility, the Chameleon Flow is your go-to. It's legendary, and it works wonders when you're in the heat of the game. With this ability, your move cooldowns are reduced by 25% while the flow is active, meaning you're constantly on the move. Not to mention, it boosts your movement speed. It's perfect for quick changes in direction and keeping defenders on their toes. The Chameleon really lets you adapt to any situation, making you unpredictable and dangerous. Next, let's talk about Buddha's Blessing. This epic level flow is a bit of a hidden gem. Not only does it increase your movement speed and shooting power, but it also gives you a 25% passive chance to break an opponent's ankles when you're not even using a dribble. Imagine having the freedom to burst past defenders without even trying. That little boost in your game can create some seriously memorable moments, especially when you see defenders scrambling to keep up with you. Finally, we've got the Demon Wings, another legendary flow that's all about taking your aerial game to the next level. With this ability, your shots go off faster, giving you less time to react and more chances to score. It also boosts the power of your headers, so when you jump, you're not just reaching for the ball, you're launching yourself at it. And speaking of jumping, you'll jump 50% higher, which means those crosses and aerial battles will be in your favor every single time. It's a game-changing ability if you like to take your chances in the air. So there you have it. Whether you're looking to move faster, shoot harder, or break ankles, these flow abilities from Blue Lock Rivals are the key to truly dominating your game. Each one offers something unique, so pick the one that suits your style and watch your gameplay reach new heights. The flows in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Prodigy, Emperor, and Awakened Genius. Alright, let's dive into the real power players of Blue Lock Rivals. You know, the ones that leave you wondering how they're even allowed to be this good. I'm talking about the top tier flow abilities, and trust me, if you're not using these, you might be missing out on some serious game-changing advantages. Let's break down the absolute beasts: Prodigy, Emperor, and Awakened Genius. Get ready to level up your game. First up, we've got the Prodigy flow. This one is insane for boosting your shots, and I mean, it literally changes how you play the game. The power behind your shots gets a major increase, and to top it off, your movement speed becomes supercharged. But here's the kicker: your basic shots start curving. That's right, those shots that would normally go straight? Nope, they curve and can catch your opponent completely off guard. If you like to play with a little bit of flair and unpredictability, Prodigy is your flow. Next, let's talk about Emperor. This flow is all about enhancing your overall performance. Not only does your shot strength get an upgrade, but your movement speed is boosted, so you're always one step ahead of your competition. And the cherry on top? Ability cooldowns are reduced. This means you get to spam those abilities faster and more often, making you a constant threat on the field. If you're someone who thrives on constant action, Emperor gives you the edge you need. Finally, let's get into Awakened Genius. Now this flow is perfect for team players. It increases the number of dribbles you can do, so you've got more freedom to maneuver around your opponents. But that's not all. It also boosts the power of your shots, making them even more deadly. Oh, and here's the real kicker. Everyone on your team gets 20% of their flow bar. That means you're not just leveling up yourself, you're leveling up your whole squad. If you love helping your team rise together, Awakened Genius is the one you want in your arsenal. So there you have it, the top tier flows you absolutely need to know about in Blue Lock Rivals. Whether you're looking to dominate with powerful shots, speed, or teamwork, these flows will take your game to a whole new level. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.